Here we go. Game underway. Off the kickoff in blue, Trinity. In orange, YouMyZero. Game 1. Mixed, Enzo-kun and Martin. For Trinity, Linkuru, Anduru, and Deaton for YouMyZero. So, here we go. Nice offensive setup here. Anduru tries to put it away, but they don't actually get it on point quite yet. Mixed gets the shot back up to the right side of the net, and that's going to be nearly a goal, but does manage to just barely go off the post. So fortunate for YouMyZero, they're going to keep their chances going. Anduru now playing it up the side. Gets it to the corner. Good cross. Turned away by Mixed. As we move in, let's follow Anduru around, and we got good timing because he just scored. So here comes Anduru. Little touch there. He's going to follow it up with a nice bit of goal-scoring action and puts it away to put his team up 1-0. With 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go, here is your kickoff. Ball goes up a little high. Everybody misses it. Deaton's going to send up a shot nicely. Let's get on Deaton's cam, see how things are developing. Back into the corner. Deaton's going to go up off the wall. Tries to do a bit of a setup here. Nobody gets to it. So the ball's going to go back into the orange zone, where Trinity tries to make a play on it, but nothing happening. Now, Anduru and Linkuru getting an offensive opportunity going up. A little bit of a floater is all it takes. And Linkuru. All he needs to do, put it in there. That's a goal. 2-0 for YouMyZero with just a minute and a half off the clock. Still no good offensive opportunities that we've seen so far, really, for Trinity in this game. Back in the blue zone. Deaton takes to the sky. He's going to try to do a little bit of a floater, but Mixed beats him to it. Sends it downfield. Let's focus on Mixed here for a second, who gets a little bit lured out of position, and Linkuru is going to put it away. Off the wall, long distance shot. Nobody in net. Pretty straightforward goal there. 3-0. For YouMyZero, just 2 minutes down. Still more than half of the game to play. Linkuru now slowing the pace down. Tries to dribble the ball a bit up pitch. On a good setup by Anduru. Who is going to get the finish? I picked the player cam at the right time. Let's watch this again. Gets the shot, sends it to the corner, follows up with a little bit of a double tap. That's all it takes to wrap things up. So we're going to follow Deaton here, who breaks off to collect the boost. Ball goes high off the wall, and Anduru has to play it back upfield. Mixed tries to slow it down. Anduru and Deaton trying to close things out. Let's follow Martin here for a moment, who's going to play the ball into the corner for Trinity. Can't do it. Oh, and a wide open net. That ball's going to go all the way downfield. Anduru is going to get credit for that. Take a look at what happens here. Martin plays it to the corner. Ball gets tossed all the way downfield. I think he snuck in and tapped it in at the last second. And now back to the kickoff. 5-0. Half the game is now gone. So I think YouMyZero has this game pretty comfortably in the bag in this best-of-5 series. Game 1 underway right now. Deaton with a nice aerial shot, floats it in. Anduru tries to get the finish, but can't quite do it. Deflects it in the wrong position. Now Martin, off the wall, tries to make a play. But nothing doing. Now Linkuru tries to sneak it around Enzo-kun. Can't do it. Why am I getting commentary? Nearly a goal, but Deaton does manage to turn it aside. And now YouMyZero tries to go back on the attack here. Martin, let's follow him for a moment. Looks like he's going to try to develop something here. Good little aerial shot. Can't get it over Anduru's head, however. So he's going to have to fall back with the rest of his team. YouMyZero going to try to set something up, but they can't do it. So now Martin turning it back around. Takes Deaton out with him. Following Enzo-kun now. Just over a minute to play. Still a lot of goals to score. And Linkuru tries to get the finish there. They keep it safe for now, but it might be a little too late in this game. Final minute on the goal. Let's go to Linkuru's perspective. Going to try to come up and make the finish. No! Big stop by Enzo-kun to keep a 6th goal from going in. Another big setup off the wall, and Anduru is going to get credit for that one. We follow Anduru on this play. Comes in off the wall, ball goes up high, he gets a little bit of a tap, just enough to direct the ball into the net. So, very solid performance here by YouMyZero. Pretty much a commanding victory, I think, here. That's a pretty safe assessment. Ball sent back downfield. Martin tries to turn something around. Can't make the goal happen, so Anduru and Linkuru now trying to play it out of the corner, but it's still on the orange side. Could they get rid of that goose egg? It's not looking like it. Oh, Linkuru left in shards. And now, Mixed trying to dribble, but he's got to make the play. Linkuru stops the attack. And it's nothing doing. That is going to be the end of the game. 6-0 is your Game 1 score. Let's, there. Make sure voice chat was off. I don't use the in-game voice chat, so I don't even know why it's on. But alright. Back and ready to go. Game 2. YouMyZero versus Trinity. Trinity in blue, YouMyZero in orange. YouMyZero up 1-0 on their road to the semifinals here. Now the offensive opportunities are already beginning for YouMyZero. Getting some good shots passed, and there Linkuru gets first on the board for his team. Just 18 seconds in. Take another look. Catches this ball with a good light touch on the angle. Puts it away. Back to kickoff. YouMyZero now with that 1-goal lead. 17 seconds in. Can Trinity develop something on offense? That's been their big hurdle so far, is actually getting an offensive opportunity to develop. They didn't get any points on the board in the last game, so they're still looking for their first goal in this series. Good little center there. Martin doesn't get a good angle on it, however. So they couldn't put that ball on net. Anduru clears it out of play. But it's back turned around. Wide open net. That could be it. And that is it. Indeed. Enzo-kun gets on the board. Long distance shot. We know what happened. We apparently don't need to see it again. 1-1 with 47 seconds off the clock. 48 seconds, excuse me. My math is off. Ball back in the blue zone for YouMyZero. They're going to try to set something up. Beautiful setup there, but it's not going to go in. The angle was good. The opportunity was good, but it just hit the crossbar and bounced away. Now Enzo-kun stops the clear attempt. They're going to try to get a lead here, but Linkuru turns them away, goes for that long distance shot, puts it in the corner. Mixed tries to stop the cross. So far so good, and it's going to float and drift back into the orange zone. So we can see that the offensive pressure is starting to turn up for Trinity. They're trying to force YouMyZero's hand, but that's a very difficult team to try and lure out and try to force a hand on, because they are good at the aggressive play. And they're the kind of team that will take advantage of a team who plays equally as aggressive, unless they're just as good at it. So it's not the kind of strategy you want to test out against YouMyZero. You want to be good at it before you even try. Mixed now. Gets a setup off the wall. Nothing doing. Nobody there to follow that up. That's going to be a pretty clear shot, but Enzo-kun actually back there. He gets one stop, but Deaton gets the response. Take a look at this. So, the shot gets set up. Enzo makes the first key stop, but it is redirected by Deaton back into net. Martin gets the face-off into the orange zone. 2-1 lead for YouMyZero. Oh, and a nice little center setup there. Linkuru gets an amazing touch. I don't even know what happened there. We're going to have to follow this real close. Take a look at this setup. He gets the first touch. It's a little off point, but he's still there and catches his own rebound with his back tires. Puts it away. So already YouMyZero now securing a 2-goal lead. Let's follow Deaton around here. He's been quite the playmaker this series so far. Quite the playmaker in this entire tournament, let's be honest. Gets his back tires on that, clears it back out. Oh. And Duru made a little bit of contact there that probably should have left it for Deaton. Looks like he was going to get a better clear on that. But now they're going to come up. They're still fighting a little hard. Chances are coming here for Trinity, but they're not putting anything on net. Just a lot of setups that are being turned aside. All right, now Linkuru trying to dribble it upfield. Puts it into the corner. However, Enzo-kun turns it away. Deaton gets the stop, pinches it out of the side. Linkuru sends it back to the corner. Pretty good setup if somebody can touch it there, but no, Deaton can't quite get to it in time. A lot of tennis right now in the middle of the pitch. Mixed makes a key stop. Now they've got to turn this into an offensive opportunity. Mixed trying to play it in midair. A lot of good dribble there. But now, it's getting a little slower. They're trying to check the pace. They don't want the pace to be dictated by YouMyZero. Trinity wants to slow it down, play it at their rate. Let's follow Enzo-kun here for Trinity. Oh, and a good shot. That's going to go a long way. There's nobody back to stop it. That is a good key goal with a minute to go. Mixed puts it up. Take a look at this goal here. Just a long-distance shot. He gets the last tap to make sure it goes in. Final minute of play now for this team. We're going to pop over to Anduru, who's going to be hanging back a little bit to follow up on the kickoff. Plays it to the corner. Tries to respond to his own setup. We switch to Deaton. Takes to the air. Sets it up into the middle of the pitch. And Anduru tries to come in to get the finish. Now, play to the corner. Linkuru misses the aerial attempt. And Enzo-kun is going to play it up. We're back to following Enzo-kun. He plays it off the corner. Tries to set it up for one of his teammates, but nobody's there. The net is wide open. We're going to Linkuru, who's still a little too slow to respond to that, so can't put it in. Deaton gets a big key goal right there. And that was enough. Take a look at this again. Anduru sets it up. Deaton comes in, gets the side swipe. Finish nice and high. Puts it in the center of the net. Final 23 seconds. That may very well be just enough to take this game for YouMyZero. A little bit of a fight in the corner here. So we're starting to see a little bit better play out of Trinity. They were getting a little bit more in the way of better opportunities, better chances on the ball, things that were just setting up well for them. But is it going to be a case of too little, too late? They're now down 2-0. They have to win the next game in order to keep their chances alive. One more win for YouMyZero, and they will be moving on to the semifinals. It's a big ask, and it's a big challenge for this team. So here we go. Game 3 underway. YouMyZero still in orange. And in blue, of course, Trinity. who has to win this game. We're going to go to Enzo-kun here. They've left their side of the net wide open. Something that YouMyZero is very good at taking advantage of. Big aerial shot. That's going to definitely go in. Nobody was in a good spot to respond to it. So we're going to see Linkuru take to the sky, get the nice touch, and just easily put it into the net. Back to kickoff. Ball set high to the wall. Mixed is going to be there to try to set something up for his teammates, but nobody's there to make a play on it. So here comes YouMyZero, turning that right around. A good center. Nobody can stop it well enough, and that's a beautiful, very easy goal for Linkuru. We see it again. The shot was just centered oh so nicely. A nice light redirect touch, and that's all it takes sometimes. Martin, the sole person going in on that kickoff, technically wins it for his team. But still, they're having a hard time making these offensive chances develop. Oh, Linkuru with a nice little juggle there. Let's follow Linkuru around just a little bit. You can see right now he's playing some basically keeping the ball safe in the blue zone so that they can get a lot of opportunities. But now a nice wide open shot. That could be a goal. No, it will not. Despite Enzo-kun's attempt to get a goal on that, it will not happen. Let's switch to Enzo-kun now. He's got to go back on defense. Now they have to again get it out of the blue zone. Put it back on orange and try to set something up. The attempt could be coming here. It's going to go to the corner. This is a good opportunity. He takes to the sky, but not quite. Can't get to it. We're going to go to Anduru. Martin makes a nice setup in goal, but the ball is still in the danger zone. Oh, a good attempt for Anduru. But they can't make anything happen. Linkuru detonated. Now Deaton tries to come up. Ball centered. Anduru plays it off the wall. It's in a good spot, but all three members of YouMyZero on the wrong side of the ball. Enzo-kun now detonated. Deaton tries to float it in. Linkuru, I think, tried to come up and finish that play, but he couldn't get to it. He just whiffed on the aerial. Oh, and mixed with some nice bit of dribbling, but can't get it past. Now Martin left in pieces. That was a gorgeous opportunity that just did not go anywhere. Now YouMyZero trying to get a finish out of this. Anduru misses on that little short aerial attempt, so Linkuru taps it. Tries to keep the ball in the blue zone. Martin's going to cross it across the plane of the goal. It's going to go back into a key position, but no, Enzo-kun fortunately able to clear it out for Trinity. Must-win situation. If YouMyZero wins this, they will once again go 3-0 on a series and head to the semifinals. Trinity has to win to keep their tournament hopes alive. There's another shot on goal. Big save by Mixed. Let's follow Mixed, who's got to keep playing that stellar defense. Ball cleared back downfield for Trinity. Misses the aerial attempt. Going to leave the net wide open. That is going to be a goal for Anduru. We're going to switch over to Anduru right now. Take a look at that shot. Nobody back in net. Easy goal. 3-0 for YouMyZero in this deciding Game 3. This critical Game 3 for Trinity. Oh, what a long distance shot by Linkuru. Gets it off the face-off, just sees the opening, gets the clear. Probably wasn't expecting a goal necessarily, just the clear, but he got it anyway. Now, coming in for the kickoff. He's going to break to the side to send the ball off into the left side of the arena. Now a setup by Deaton. Takes it off the wall, and Anduru tries to come in to finish. Linkuru's going to have to fall back a little bit to respond to this. Stops the clear. Nice dribble over the head of the defense, but it will bounce back yet again. So now, still in the blue zone, however. And they just cannot do anything with this thing. They really need to make opportunities happen, but it's not going to be enough now. There's just no way Trinity is going to be putting 4 goals up on YouMyZero in a minute. They haven't been able to do it in 4 minutes. Why now? A few whiffs there. Martin is now going to come up, try to turn the play around here, see if he can do something with it, and they will at least get on the board. So I'm not really sure, a little bit of a lapse there by YouMyZero. Maybe just trying to do something a little bit different, a little bit overly aggressive since they have such a comfortable lead, and especially a comfortable series lead as well. Another clash there. Enzo's going to try and send it back upfield. Final 30 seconds. Trying to see if they can get another goal on the board, maybe try and close this gap up, but 30 seconds is just not long enough to put 3 goals away against YouMyZero. Some teams, maybe. This team, I don't think so. They're doing a good job of keeping the defensive side alive, but that's going to be a second goal. Martin comes in at the 13-second mark. They are trying everything they got in this final minute of play to make something happen. So another goal. Face off yet again. It's going to go off the wall in the blue zone. Final 10 seconds. YouMyZero right now keeping the ball in the right side of the field for them. In the blue zone. And that is going to do it. 0-second play right now. That ball's going to touch the ground any second now. And there you have it. YouMyZero, 3-0 takes the series, and they will indeed be moving on to the semifinals.